Hey people, EDDBUD here. Hope you've had a smashing Christmas and you're enjoying the festive period. I have for you today some of the best blockbuster running shoe bargains from those post-Christmas sales in 2023. The best value for money running shoe deals on the internet today. Let's get to it. Okay, loads of great deals to get to as we come to a close in 2023. Here's some of the best post-Christmas 2023 deals that I found out on the internet. Sports shoes incoming with some bangers right off the bat. The Primex Strung from Adidas represents their Max Cushion performance shoe from the Adizero line. This one isn't all that heavy, but certainly high on the Max stack, 50mm, but don't be confused thinking this is some sort of squash vest. It's firm but fair, with amazing forgiving properties for those marathon training long runs. Lots of sizes available, and this one's down to 150 Earth credits here in the UK, in that Pulse Mint, Core Black and Lucid Fuchsia colourway. Super durable rubber outsole here with the Continental stuff and a midsole that just gets better and better with use. My top pick on sale right now at sportshoes.com. Citron and Slime, that's the colourway of this Endorphin Pro 3 release from Saucony. The top line racer now at $139.99 at Sports Shoes, and it's in almost all sizes too. I think this represents one of the best third generation super shoes out there. You've got that pellet based P-Bax midsole, which is a little bit firmer than Nike Zoom X stuff, but with that you get a little bit more durability thrown in. Super light and a great fitting upper, and at this price even worth it as a trainer in all fairness. I think the colourway maybe isn't the greatest in terms of winter running, but if you're after a tempo or sort of race shoe even, then the Endorphin Pro 3 at this price is hard to beat. I say cash in now before the Endorphin Pro 4 drops later in 2024. So that's £230 down to 140, a good 90 quid saving, not to be sneezed at. Now at last we have some METASPEED Sky Plus pairs, discounted. It's been ages since we had any of those, this time in that red colourway. £220 down to 154, that represents a good saving in my book. Excellent traction and a wider forefoot here, loaded with that Asics Flight Foam Turbo material that's very light but packs a real punch as well. It's quite responsive. I found this one, in fairness, better on 10k efforts. In fact, I did get my 10k race PR in this shoe earlier on in 2023. A shoe for those who increase their stride length and cadence at the same time. The foam here is quite different to anything else out there on the market. There's nothing else that really is quite like the METASPEED Sky Plus. So 66 quid off the retail price here, still a premium sort of price, but it represents a much better deal as of now. Only varied sizes though, so don't hang about if you're thinking about picking up a pair. There are still pairs of the Vomero 16 available too, in the black and white colourway. Quite the bargain. The retail on that one is £145, yet you can get it for £65, so that's £80 off. Absolute madness if you ask me for one of Nike's best recent daily running shoes. Great for those daily efforts or longer runs at slower paces. I mean, it's got Zoom X at the core of the shoe, so you're going to get a nice forgiving ride. And a great outsole, which I found really lasted the test of time. Reasonable traction too, and I think at this price it represents less of a gamble. In all honesty, I don't think you can really go wrong with the Vomero 16. I do find that it's a better shoe than the 17 is right now, in pretty much all ways really, so head over and grab a pair. If you're enjoying today's video or this series has helped you to find a bargain, please do hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up like. You can also support the channel on a more ad hoc basis if you want to by giving us a super thanks just down below. Dankeschön. If you want cushion but still something that's a little bit more refined I suppose, then the Takumi Sen 9 is still a good bet, now reduced all over the internet for as little as £100 in some colourways. Like I say, the saving level here is down to the colourways. I've seen the grey and yellow pair down to about 100. Yeah, the red pair always seems to fetch a bit of a premium, slightly towards £115, £120. Now, the Takumi Sen has always been a lower stack option, perhaps a little bit too low in the past, but the last couple of versions of it seem to be absolutely spot on, with some elite marathoners using it for their 26.2 mile races. I find it a little bit more of a versatile option these days. Lightstrike Pro really is quite durable, it just goes on and on. Couple that with a really great upper and some good Continental rubber outsole, you've got something that seasoned runners and people that are new to the game can utilise and get some miles out of. This time at Start Fitness you've got 40 quid knocked off of the Brooks Hyperion Max. That is the best Brooks shoe in 2023 in my book anyway. It's a super light yet very able training option at 120 quid. That's a really great price for this brilliant shoe, and it's not to be sniffed at. That DNA flash material in the midsole is quite responsive. It's not going to be a squashy affair. I found it very engaging to run in, and Brooks should get some more customers from this model than they do really. That's 25% off in pretty much all sizes, and Start Fitness have a range of colourways available on this one. They improved the outsole from the former Hyperion Tempo. This one really is a fantastic shoe and very much overlooked. Over at Adidas, the ADIOS 8 is now discounted in a specific colourway. It's the Lucid Cyan F23, cloud white and bright red. It's very, very blue, this one. Perhaps, again, not the best winter colourway, but 84 quid down from 120. Still a good saving there for a really great Adizero shoe. It's a responsive beast with a lower stack. Again, if you like your foot being a bit closer to the floor, some of that ground feel, I suppose. If you're one of those enthusiasts, you'll really enjoy this model. I think the Boston 12 being that sort of optimum stack for most people to use on a daily basis. Those lighter runners might get a bit more out of the ADIOS 8. There's a little bit less midsole foam there, a little bit less weight. I think this is a way better option than that Supernova Rise I tried out recently, which is more expensive at retail. It hasn't got those pointless foam rods here. You've got some plastic rods that provide a little bit of propulsion on toe off. Almost all sizes available right now over at the Adidas website. Now, one of my favourite shoes of the entire year is the Endorphin Elite from Saucony. Finally, we have some discounts on this one. Joy to the world. Down from 280 Earth credits to 196 at sportshoes.com. They got all sizes up to a UK 12 this time around. In that white and gold version, finally a few more runners can get to experience the awesome feel of the Power Run HD foam in its first form in this very high-end shoe. Mega light and a superb fit from that quite unique upper. I think for the connoisseurs of the running shoe world out there, if you want to try out, some of the best midsole foam out there, then the Endorphin Elite is one you really need to test. So that's 30% off of this one, but how long will they last? Looks like a bit of a white chocolate wafer biscuit, in fairness. Okay, last one up for you bargain shoppers today. What can I find that trumps all of that lot? So retail price of £200 down to 140, the Mizuno Wave Rebellion Pro, one of my fave shoes of the year. It's fast, it's super light, super cushioned, and quite a wild ride, really. It's like nothing else that's out there right now in terms of running shoes. Quite a simple upper, really, and serious race credentials on this one. Seems to work for just about anybody as well. Lots of viewers have said they're heel strikers and it works, and then you got some of the forefoot demons as well, and it works just as well for them. A 30% off saving here at sportshoes.com. I urge you to pick up a pair and test out the Mizuno Wave Rebellion Pro. One of the best shoes out there in terms of pace and price right now. If you want something that you can run some tempo efforts, maybe a longer run with some faster pace sections in there too, I can see it working out for people at the half marathon and marathon distance as well. Always good to catch a model when it's on the way out. You can get some great deals on it, and it's the case this time around for the Mizuno. I think many people have overlooked them, perhaps thinking they're a little bit too stacked for them, without realising just how fantastic they are. Especially the outsole grip on that one. Okay, that's all my seasonal bargains for you for today. Let me know your best value shoes down in the comments. Perhaps you got a pair or two for Christmas. A quick musical interlude for you. One of my favourite live concert recordings ever has got to be Rust Never Sleeps. Some fantastic acoustic Neil Young tracks here, but then also he's got Crazy Horse with him as well, so you know you're going to get some fantastic guitar tones as well. There's so many great tracks on here, just looking through the listing here. The acoustic version of I Am a Child near the start of the concert is absolutely brilliant. It's so cool that he opens it with like about 6 or 7 acoustic tracks, including Thrasher as well. That's a really great one. I think he plays that like on a 12 string or something. Some of the guitar playing on like a Hurricane is absolutely fantastic here. Some of the best Neil Young solos. He's a guitar player who always really sounds like he wants to play a guitar solo, and they're never the same either. He certainly has a little bit of ad-lib here and there within his solos. There's a bit of a structure, but he always explores within that structure. Definitely check this one out if you've never seen it before. You've got Neil Young walking around with loads of people dressed up as Jawas. It really is quite something. Thanks for tuning in, people. It's always appreciated. Hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up like. My name's EDDBUD, and I'll be seeing you